I've been a night shift cop for the past 8 years in one of the biggest cities in the United States. And somebody here was asking me about work life balance being a patrol police officer. It would actually seem on the surface to be rather easy to have good work life balance because unless you're being held over every day, you really only work your 40 hours and you go home. But the reality is the availability of overtime and the lure and the benefit of getting paid a time and a half is just really, really big. Here's what I recommend that police officers do as they're kind of getting adjusted to all of this. One important thing is to set boundaries for yourself. For a while, I decided that I'm not going to work any overtime on my actual days off. So I'd rather work a double shift on a day that I'm working already rather than going to work on my day off and work 6 days a week. That way, no matter what, you've got these 2 days that you can be at home. Now, realistically, most of us are not going to have the regular weekend off. We're not going to have Saturday and Sunday off. So you could modify that rule to where you're not going to work overtime Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And if you work overtime, it's going to be on other days of the week. Another important thing is to take as much vacation time as you can. Maybe not in your first couple of years, because it's very helpful to have as much of a buffer of time off saved for yourself, just in case you ever experience some sort of medical problem. But after a few years, you should be able to have access to a lot more time off, and you should enjoy that as often as you can. When it comes down to it, it's basically just like any other job. It's just going to be tough, especially when you're trying to put food on the table, Be safe.